that is a picture of Facebook executive Carolyn Everson, who is trying to woo major advertisers to the platform. To tell us all about this, we've got Shane D. Race of the Wall Street Journal joining us now from the Bureau in San Francisco, and there she is in the screen. So, wooing the advertisers. Well, if you've got a media business, which I guess is what Facebook is, you need to woo them, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. That is always a part of the project for the marketing executives at any of these online companies. But obviously with Facebook, that is a much more sensitive and much more important project. And that's because it's people just aren't convinced yet that ads on Facebook necessarily work. And so because that's the core of Facebook's business, they received 85% of their revenue from advertising. This is especially important for them.
It's especially important for them, but it's also important to woo some of these massive companies because they have some gigantic budgets, don't they? I mean, you list some attendees at a big meeting that Facebook had. Who attended this?
There were 13 different CMOs, or the chief marketing officers, or some very, very senior executives at some of the world's biggest brands. And you're exactly right. These are the people who have the largest ad budgets. Unilever, for example, who's quoted pretty extensively in the story. I believe that they are the world's second largest advertiser. And so these are the key people. I think that Facebook's plan here is obviously to make sure to get these big brands on board, and then in the hope that everything else will sort of follow. If they can convince the world's biggest ad spenders to spend their money on Facebook because Facebook works, then they can really create this change in how people advertise on the internet. And they're hoping that then everybody will flock to Facebook.
So are they presenting evidence that it does work? Because advertisers want a bang for their buck, and these are big bucks we're talking about here.
Yes, exactly. And that's what the story is about. The woman who's been in charge of this effort is Carolyn Everson, and she is the one who's responsible for Facebook's relationship with Madison Avenue. So there are other executives who work with sort of smaller advertisers, but her job is to work with the world's biggest brands and get them to advertise on Facebook. And she came in about a year ago. And her job since she came in has been to deal with this ROI issue, return on investment. And it's an issue that, she created this meeting, she created this client council of these big brands, as I said, and her job was to sort of ask them, what do they want from her? What do they need from her? And what they all said was ROI. We need evidence that we get a return on our investment.
That's return on investment. So
exactly.
That's what they need.